No, not that button. There we go. So the bird is a word. Great, thanks, Larry. Now I'm going to be singing that from. I know it's not from Family Guy, but that's where it makes me think of. And the bird is a word. I'll probably do that 10 more times tonight now, or I just magically forget. We'll see. What's our guess? I already forgot what I put in there. That's right. Okay. Giggle, or just straight knowledge. There's the black bag. There's our bounties. The only thing open is basketball. It's our final basketball. Ton of fun names left. $21 per name. 5 to close us, I believe. I think that's where we're at. Russin, what do we got? You're looking at it. Basketball, baseball, hockey jerseys, helmet, 4 helmets, 3 helmets, another helmet, and then some licensed jerseys. So, I'll wait here. I'll explain everything as soon as a few more roll in. See if anything else has been. Seattle's up for trade in the full size. If you guys make a trade or a sell or a purchase or whatever, please let me know here in the chat because it's hard for me to go back and forth with Facebook. So everything's closed on the 4 box, the Radke box, East Coast, Gold Rush Baseball. Only thing left is the basketball. I will start reading off names that are left. Kobe Bryant's locked, obviously, but all these names are available all the way down. Oh, I think we can see the whole thing. All the way down to Zion, yeah. It's kind of small, but Anthony Hardaway all the way down to Zion Williamson. Those are the names that are left. I will read them in a second, but that's all we're waiting to fill. As soon as that one fills up, we'll run randoms, and then we'll start going. We'll do baseball first, then the basketball, then East Coast, then Radke, and then Big Al's. Man, Wednesday the 28th. We're almost to. Is this our last January stream? Or is Saturday the 31st? We'll probably do one on Saturday or Friday. Yeah, one more January stream. Tomlinson, black bag. Derrick Henry, black bag. Barkley, remember it's AFC running back. I know there's a lot of different. I try to make it easier by adding in stuff like the year, the position, the conference if I can. So, Joe, pick someone other than Barkley. He's NFC, and either one of his teams, the Giants or the Eagles, would be NFC. Just so you're not eliminated before it even starts. You can delete Larry, but I saw that. I didn't see it. I didn't see a guess, but he already has a guess above anyways. He already has Tomlinson. I see that something's been deleted, but I didn't catch it. Okay, we've got 5 left in the basketball. Larry, yeah, I see that he deleted something, but he already has. Oh, that's Larry K that has Tomlinson. Gotcha. Yeah, there's a few criteria to make it a little easier. So AFC running back that led the league in rushing touchdowns at least once since the year 2000. So don't pick anyone that did it before 2000 unless they did it again after 2000. Don't pick an NFC running back, those sorts of things. Okay, players that are left in the basketball. This is our last one to fill, and it's actually our last basketball here. They don't have any others, and I didn't buy any others, so we're done with those for a little bit until a new series comes out. I like to buy them every couple of months. They're fun. So 5 players to close this, $21. You pick a player, you get 2 at random. I don't know if I keep saying 1. You get 2. So essentially $7 per player. I did not check to see, I think maybe 0 randoms. If we do 5 more, that'll be 31. Maybe there's 1 random. 1 random at the very end, yeah. Cook, gotcha. Okay. Here are the players that are left in the basketball. We have 5 left to close this. Anthony Hardaway, Austin Reeves, Bob Cousy, Charles Barkley, Chris Mullin, Dame Lillard, Dikembe Mutombo, Dominique Wilkins, Dwayne Wade, Gary Payton, John Morant, Jalen Green, James Harden. Saw James Harden against my Jazz last night on TV. I don't like watching him play. I don't like his style. I like him, I guess, but it's boring. Jason Kidd, Jerry West, Joe Dumars. Where was it? Joe Dumars, John Wall, Julius Erving, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Joe's taking Barkley. Gotcha, Joe. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kevin Garnett, Larry Johnson, Magic Johnson, Manu Ginobili, Michael Cooper, Oscar Robertson, Patrick Ewing, Robert Horry, Tim Hardaway, Tony Kukoc, Trae Young, Tyler Hero, Vince Carter, Walt Frazier, Wilt Chamberlain, and Zion Williamson. There goes Wade and Dr. J as well. So 2 left. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. 2 left in basketball to close this. Joe, let's do capitalize. It's going Barkley. And then I've got Bill with Dwayne Wade. Then I've got Jake with, I just lost it, Irving. I'll grab Boldy if still available in the NHL jerseys. All 3 of them got claimed up, John. So Boldy got claimed, Giroux, and Gudas. All 3 are gone, unfortunately. I don't think anyone put anything up for sale either, but for now, it looks like we're all the way close. Okay, we are 2 away in the basketball, and then after that, when we run randoms, there'll be 1 solo left for $7. So let me get rid of a few of these while we wait for 2 more claims. CJ in the bag, gotcha. Delete, shift up. Dwayne Wade, delete, shift up. Who else? Irving. Yep. I need to get another Boldy in my PC. I gave away my last Boldy. I don't know why I did, but I did. At least I think it was Boldy and not. I get mixed up with the 2 Minnesota guys. Not Zuccarello and not Kaprizov, but Boldy and one other guy I always mix up in my head. Yeah, I know. That's why I say I'll keep reminding you guys because there's like 4 different things in there to help move it quicker. Garnett for Jonathan, gotcha. Eliminated. No. Happens every single stream. For good reason too. There's a lot to start thinking about running backs you like, and not everyone has like conferences or divisions memorized like I do, or like some of you guys do. That's not really necessary. I had them memorized as a little kid because I was a weirdo with stats and riding in the back of the truck on the way up to the cabin as a teenager, or even before that, writing down players' name. I don't know. But not something that generally everyone has memorized, divisions and conferences. Remember my wife last week when I said, what conference are we in? She said the AFC. I told her we're back to square one. Every progress you've made since 15 years ago, we're back to square one. I guess longer than that, 18 years ago. I don't even know how long. 15-year anniversary is this year, but we've been together longer than that. Okay, 1 left in. Anyway, she erased all that. progress, all the backer progress. We were just talking last night. The last time I was at Lambeau Field, which feels like just a couple years ago, before either of my kids were born. We were pregnant with my daughter, so this was 9 years ago. Was the last time I went to a game at Lambeau. How pathetic is that? I need to go back. Take my son this time. I'll read off names one more time. One left. We'll close this. Should have 32. We do. One more basketball name, and then we're ready to run randoms, and we'll get rolling. I'll explain the bounties and the polls and everything we're doing tonight. Last names left. Hardaway. One will close this, by the way. Reeves, Bob Cousy, Chris Mullen, Dame Lillard, Dikembe Mutombo, Dominique Wilkins, Gary Payton, John Morant, Jalen Green, James Harden, Jason Kidd, Jerry West, Joe Dumars, John Wall, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I don't know why there's no Jabbar. Karl Malone, Larry Johnson, Magic Johnson, Manu Ginobili, Michael Cooper. Michael Cooper, a Laker? Or am I going nutty in the head? Was Cooper a Laker? Oscar Robertson, Patrick Ewing, Robert Horry, Tim Hardaway, Tony Kukoc, Trae Young, Tyler Hero, Vince Carter, Walt Frazier, Wilt Chamberlain, Zion Williamson. There's quite a few from a couple of the teams in this. That's why I like doing players. James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, Curtis Martin. I like it. Rushing touchdowns leader at least once. Steve says, I'll close it for you. Wilt Chamberlain. I'd love to see Wilt. Side story on Wilt Chamberlain, Steve. My wife's uncle, maybe? It's my wife's dad's cousin's dad. So I don't know what that is. Someone, we call him Uncle Bob. He sent me a picture of a wine bottle that was signed by a ton of different people, and on the middle was Wilt Chamberlain. And he said, do you think this is real? I said, I'll send it to Becca quick to look, but just with my naked eye, I don't think it's real. There's no loop-de-loop. I sent it in just to be nice. They came back, said not likely to be authenticated, which I knew they would. And then I told him, he said he'll look at other avenues. But I'm like, it's a cool-looking wine bottle, but not really signed by him. I was hoping it was. Coop is a Laker. Okay, I was right. Cooper. I thought so. Okay, let's run these randoms. There will be one solo left for $7. Whoever wants to take the last spot after the seventh roll, you just claim it in the chat. That's $7. We got Steve. Steve, did you notice that Facebook now is allowing me to tag you again? I don't know. There's a few of you I can't tag, and then it just goes on and off. I typed your name again to try. Boom. Let me do it. It's not me. I promise I'm not trying to not tag you. If you guys don't want to be tagged, I don't have to tag you, but Facebook's been weird. Don't jinx. I know. It's like I go like 2 weeks without being able to tag you, and then like one day I can do some tags. I want to make sure you guys see when it's full and who you get and stuff like that. Chad will trade for Austin Reeves. Okay, 6 more times, seventh roll. The last name will be a $7 solo to buy. 4, 5, 6, 7. James Harden, who I just was dogging on, is our solo, $7. And I know the majority of you have been around for a while, and this time on this day, I don't even look at the tags. I just know to show up at this time if I want to watch it live. If not, I can watch the replay later and blah, blah, blah. So, what did I just do? Hit the wrong button somehow. Okay, so Harden is our $7 solo. Everything else is full. I won't read these off yet, but just so we know who you have, Chad will trade for Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves went to Larry A. Larry, if you want to trade, Chad, let me know if either or both are available. Tim Hardaway, Walt Frazier. And Larry can answer you. Those are your only guys you have there. Derrick Henry for the guests. Gotcha. Okay, let's start with the baseball guys. I posted this on the page, so I'm not going to read off all 95 names or however many it is, 96, 94, somewhere in 94, I think. The $3 off one went to Craig. So Craig, $3 less than whatever. So $10 for this line instead of 13. I don't know if you saw that, just in case. I'll read off your claims. We'll rip one of our last two. That'll leave us with one ball for next week. After that, we're going to go back to the Juiced series, which is, I think, was a little more expensive. but some bigger names and multi-sport, so it should be fun. Both are available. Okay, so Larry A., if you're still here, I'll remind you when we get back to it. But if you want to trade Austin Reeves for either Tim Hardaway or Walt Frazier, let Chad know. Steve, you had Mickey Mantle, Nick, Vlad Jr., Chad, Barry Larkin, Steve, Sandy Koufax, Brad, Ted Williams, Craig, Ken Griffey, Brad, Joe DiMaggio, Duncan, what's the Joe DiMaggio? He dunks his donuts. Craig Rivera, Jeff V. Trout, Jason J., Ichiro, and Skeens. Chris D., you've got Hank Aaron, Brett H., Imanaga and Sandberg, Bill S., Rolly Fingers, and Pete Rose. Craig, Randy Johnson, Jonathan R., Canseco, and Sosa. There are a lot of randoms in between there. Hopefully you guys saw a picture. If you didn't, like I said, you can always ask me to read your line here, and I'll glad to do it. I just don't want to bore you with 94 names being read here. Take Hardaway. Okay, so Hardaway for Austin Reeves works for both of you guys. Reeves trade. Hardaway trade. But it was Tim Hardaway. Yes. Okay, Chad, making sure you see Hardaway for Reeves. Is Ewing for sale as an offer or a question? Tim has Patrick Ewing. Tim, if you want to sell for 7, let us know. And then Harden's still available. I'll go back and read that when we get to it, but let's do our baseball. Since more people are here, we've got, 3 things going on today. So the first one is the poll. We're still struggling, so we're going for a bounty tonight of the Devin Hester, Joe Theismann, Darrelle Revis. As soon as we hit it once, I'll flush stuff out. I'll use different. I'm going to keep it there until we hit. So if your divisions that you vote for, the top division is the one that hits the most, you all benefit. We put all the names into the random. Top name will win and can choose one of those. Number 2 is guessing a AFC running back that has led the league in touchdowns at least once since the year 2000. If you guess who that is, you get $10 to use tonight as credit for me. Number 3, this was included in a trade that I wasn't aware of. Don't need it. I mean, I love it, but it was nice of him to do that. So I'm saying that he's donating it to the stream, and we're going to use it tonight. So if you join a Big Al break, so the 4-boxer, which is full, the 3-boxer, which will be the first live, and the licensed jerseys, which should be the last live, I'll put all the names, all the entries. So if you join more than once, you have more than one entry. Random those names off 7 times. Top name wins the Brian Dawkins football. So freebie sent to me. It's now a freebie for you guys. It's cool. Brian Dawkins, white panel Eagles. We used to do these all the time with RSA, and I love the white panels. Great for display for your team that you root for. 1933 is the established date. Bunch of champions in the NFC, NFL champions. Missing a few there. Oh, no, I guess missing one maybe. Didn't see this one. I was looking at NFL champions. Beckett certified. Anyway, so that's a freebie today. Those are our 3 things we got going on. John will take James Harden. You got it. So we're officially closed. I want to see back-to-back McDavids. When I get to that, I was going to say McDavid because last night at work I said I want to see McDavid, and then it came out of whatever box number that was. I'd love it. I'd love to see back-to-back McDavids. Hoping for some claim hits again tonight. We had 2 claim hits. No, we didn't. We had 1 claim hit and 1 locked, which is just as good as a claim hit on Monday. So, anyways, let's roll with our baseball. Enough chit-chatting by me. Where's my? There we go. Red-sided dice. We've got. Oh no, I can't do that. Yes, I can. This is 6. There was no 9. There was only 8 boxes. 3 or 6. I think there's only 8. Yeah. We got rid of 7 and 8. We can roll a 6-sided dice. That's a 1. That won't work. Roll till we get a 3 or a 6. That's a 2. We're going in order. Here it comes. Here comes 3. Or just 2 again. Box 30 was McDavid. I was going to say, other McDavid, 50, 51. Man, I'd love to get both McDavids. By the way, you can barely see that's a 3. There's still some huge headliners that you guys have been chasing that haven't come out yet. I want to say we've hit 3 now, a community and 2 pitchered. The 2 pitchereds are great hits, but they're not the top row ones. So there's I just don't know what we got. It felt like we were top heavy or bottom heavy when we were making it through, and now we've got 8 left, and it feels like we've kind of caught up. So I think we'll see a little bit of everything on the way out. Okay, free. I say that stuff, and then I end up being completely wrong. But for what it, take it for what it meant. What it. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. I've been doing this for a long time. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Box 3, baseball. Good luck. And yet, I still can't get a Fire Factory guess correct. I hardly ever get the college guess right, except for the exact right one this last week, which was the highlight of my month or my year so far. I was pretty proud of myself. And I only did it because they were playing, but hey, it works. Okay, baseball coming up. Good luck, all. Name should be on the back, but we'll try to figure out who it is before we look at the name. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I feel like we should know. That looks like cursive to me that we can read if I pull it out here. That looks like it says Lark. Is that Barry Larkin? If that's Barry Larkin, that's cool. If it's not, sorry for getting your hopes up. It looks like it says Lark and a B at the front. Do we have Barry Larkin? Do you concur? I concur. Let's see what we got here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is Barry Larkin. Great hit. We had him, I want to say we had 1 jersey, unless I'm making that up in my brain, and Big Al's that had already hit. Now I've seen a baseball. Barry Larkin was a claim too. Let's get all claims tonight. Chad, you had Larkin. He said, that's Larkin, baby. You've had Larkin, I think, in this series and maybe the last in all but 1 or 2 boxes. So you've been after him. Paid off. It is Reds, yep. Great hit, Barry Larkin. Beauty. Congrats, Chad. Sorry to everyone else. Good to see you hit something you've been chasing for a while. Usually what happens is you miss because you're sick or out announcing or something, and that's the week that he hits, right? Not this time. Nice hit. Barry Larkin. Clean signature, too. That's beautiful. I wish they'd either put it all the way up here or all the way down, but you can kind of see it right there. We'll keep it out for now. Great hit. Yeah, of course. Nice hit, Chad. Waiting to see what the tariffs are going to be for that bullet you got last week. So what I'll do, Larry, so I have it here. For international stuff, I wait a week before I ship to see if I can combine with stuff. I was hoping I could combine with something, Larry. You still got a shot tonight. What I'll do is I almost always declare an abnormally low amount so they don't hit you, but it's changed since then. I get hit for a bigger amount. When you get it, on the way I'll send you tracking. If it makes you prepay, let me know the amount. I'll split it with you. If it's a bigger amount, I'll probably pay more than half since it's my responsibility to get it to you. But it shouldn't be that much. Like, for example, if I buy a jersey from Canada that's, let's say, $200, I sometimes pay anywhere from $30 to $50 in a tariff, but that's when they declare it as $200. So if they declare it as $100, it's less than $30. If I declare this as a $20 baseball or something, likely under $10 on a tariff. So, anyways, we'll tackle that when it comes. Sometimes it passes through some entry point and there's no tariff charged at all. So far, we've been lucky with these with Josh, and that we've not been charged. I think maybe one of the packages we have, but the rest haven't. Okay. So, anyways, when I ship, I'll get you tracking, and then we can both keep an eye on it. You let me know, and I'll always help cover that. Basketball doesn't need to be random, so let's read off the names. Okay. We're full. The those claims. So we're good to go. Chad, you had Clark, Reeves as a trade, and Frazier. Jeff V, O'Neill, Mullen, Malone, Brad, Curry, Kukoc, and Young, Christie, Wemby, Mutombo, Lillard, Zach. You had Edwards, Morant, Kuzi, Bill S, Durant, Wall, West, Tim, Iverson, Kidd, Ewing, Larry V. You had Robin, Hero, and Robertson. Jonathan R, Robinson, Hardaway. That's Anthony and Robert Horry. Larry A. Bird, you traded for Tim Hardaway and Dumars. Joe, you had Barkley, Kareem, and Jalen Green. Bill S., you had Wade, Vince Carter, Zion Williamson. Got some dunkers there. I guess Wade's not really considered a dunker, but Jake G., Irving, Larry Johnson, and Michael Cooper. Talked about him enough tonight. Wouldn't shock me to see him. Jonathan R., KG, Ginobili, and the Glove. Steve Chamberlain, it's Wilt, the Stilt, Dominique Wilkins, and Magic Johnson. And then John, you had James Harden. I watched a video today on, I don't know, it was on TikTok about Wilt Chamberlain saying this is why that's why you're saying bird is the word. Now I get it. Bird is the word. They just tried to hit me with 150 in Terrace for a jersey that cost me 140. That's what happened to me the other day. 214 for a jersey that was 180, and they were just like a random one. Usually it's lower. Isn't that nuts? Anyways, there's a video of Chamberlain, and it shows how he got so many. His guys would shoot, and he'd jump up and grab the ball before it went in the hoop, and then he'd turn around and dunk it or just put it in. It's a very interesting way to get some points on some of those. I know he's talented too, but some of those points were a little easy. Anyways, his signature is still very expensive. I'd love to have him. If I had the link, I should start posting stuff like that on the page when I find it, but I don't ever think of that. Box 3, good luck all. Last basketball for now. We'll add basketball stuff as we see it. I enjoy doing basketball stuff. Taking these sweats off. Getting too hot down here now. East Coast up next, Red Key after that, and then Big L's the next little bit. Okay, trying to hide a signature. I don't see a label or a signature here, so we're going to go straight out this way. We went gold, we went silver, we went plain color basketball, and then plain color basketball again. Just like I had assumed might happen. Labels back here. I didn't see it, so I'm going to go this way. There is our signature. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Looks like C. Mole. Is that Chris Mullen? Or am I off on that and it's someone else? Sorry if it's not him. Fills and looks like that might be Mr. Chris Mullen. Great signature on there. Silver ink on the side of the ball. Wilson basketball. It is. So that's 2 signatures now, and sports a little bit under my knowledge that I can read cursive on. Mullen and Larkin. So it's been a while for me. Al, do you still do the Big Al's jerseys with the occasional frames? I don't do those, Larry. My regular series stopped. I still have some custom jerseys, and I used to sprinkle licensed in and framed. I still have some frames here. We changed it to a multi-sport licensed jersey series. So I'll show you a screenshot here, but there's a ton of different names from all different sports. We run it at the very end of the night, Larry. So the mini jersey series is gone. Chris Mullen, let's see who had Mullins. We're going Warriors. So who'd we hit this case? Warriors, Bucks, Hornets, and Supersonics. Mullen right there at the top. Second claim line for Shaquille O'Neal for Jeff V. Jeff V hitting Chris Mullen. Jeff, nice hit. That's cool. In this instance, I'm going to keep it in the bag. Less chance for anything to happen to it. The basketball, baseball all kind of freak me out. You can see a good signature there. It is Beckett. Beckett certified. Chris Mullen on the Wilson ball. Nice hit. Warriors indeed. I don't know if he played elsewhere, but definitely the main team. Jeff, nice hit. Chris Mullen, congrats to you. Sorry to everyone else. Basketballs are done for now. Hopefully they put some more out here soon. Maybe we'll do some signed sneakers. What's the helmet guess challenge? It is a AFC running back that led the league in touchdowns at least once since the year 2000. So Google might be your friend on this so that you don't guess a player that didn't lead the league in touchdowns. Played for the Pacers too. Sounds right. Maybe just because I'm like lopping him in there with that other dude. Not Larry Bird, but What was the other big, tall, white dude that played for the Pacers? He's also a Pacer. Okay, Pacers and Warriors. He had a different name that I can't. It's not. Yeah, Rick Smits. Thank you, Rick Smits. Rick Smits rocked, man. Okay, let's keep rolling. Congrats, baseball and basketball winners. Now we're moving to hockey. We get a little bit of every sport most nights. Was Rick Smits 7'4"? I would have guessed he was like 6'10", but I think he was tall. Yeah. He might be a 7-footer, listed as one at least. They were asking me last night how tall. We were watching the Jazz game a little bit on my phone during the thing because, anyways, they were asking me how tall the dude is from Duke. I can't think of it. I said I think he's 6'11". Blanking his name right now. He's on my team too. Okay. Coast. Google says 7'4". Then you're right. I didn't know he was that tall. Wow. Okay, we're down to one community hit. One did hit. Any jersey with the name McDavid on it will be community. We're down to one. It's the All-Star Adidas, which I'd love to see as well. Don't think we've ever had a chance at an All-Star Adidas. I've never won one in a different room, so I was happy to see that there was a couple McDavids. Obviously, I want Gretzky back on there. Maybe next series I can convince him to put Gretzky back on. The Duncan Dutchman is 7'4". Was that his nickname? Anyways, we lost one name because one came off of this, so we just kept it at 22 claims, and now we have 3 solos. As soon as I hear of anyone else being taken off the list, I'll remove it. We'll be down to probably 4 solos again, but now it's 3. Joseph, you had Philip Forsberg, Clayton Keller. Louis, you had Howe, Hedman, Ovechkin, and Kempe. Jeff H., Waugh, and Hextall. A couple goalies. Jonathan R., you had Sakic, Marchenko, Natchez, Panarin, Hasek, and Eklund. Jeff H., you had Chelios and Potman. Larry V., you had Belfour, Howard, Vasilevsky, and Fleury. Joseph K., Suzuki, and Pavelski. Rhymes. Jake, Philip Forsberg, and Phil Esposito. Doug, you had Brian Rust and Sebastian Aho. Jeff H., McMichael, Benoit, Carlson, and Evander Kane. Brian W., you had Terry, Kyrou, Federic, Colton, Recchi, Monahan, Gainey, and Sundin. Daryl, you had Madonna and Elvis Merzlikins. Nick, you had Kopitar and Andrew Mangiapane. Jason T, Taves, and Dobish. Nick F, the solos, you had Giroux. Brett, you had Boldy. And Larry A, you had Gudis. Yes, get your guesses in. Get your guesses in. After this, we'll close the poll. Haven't really looked at it. That's kind of close. 32, 25, 21, 21. Did I bully you guys into going NFC? You can vote in NFC so far. I like it. Now watch, your other division will storm back. Okay, let's get 2 numbers. 7, 21, 37, 41. 7, 21, 37, 41. 47, 50, 51, 59. 47, 51, 59. Okay. We need 2 numbers. So top 2 here will be the boxes we open. Trades will remain the same for the next little bit. So if you want to look at a trade, let me know. I'm happy to read them off to you, show you pictures and such. There's 3. We're doing this 7 times. 4, 5, 6, and 7. 51 and 21. I swear 51 was on top the majority of those rolls. So it wanted us to open 51. 21 and 51. Let's go back here so I see the list. I'm going to remove 21 and 51 just to make it easier on me later to remember which ones were removed. There they go. We got 21 here. We got 51 here. I'm going to take the baseball. The jersey's back next week, Monday, Wednesday, Monday. We're getting close to the end. Hopefully he's building that series. If not, we'll have some fillers in between, whether it's Hit Parade or Frozen Pond or whatever else. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Okay, good luck all. Hockey jerseys, I don't even know what series this is since we don't ever get the labels on the front anymore. What is it, 7? 8? It is 10. We're on Series 10. Okay. Whoops. Okay, Series 10. Box 21 and 51. I'm questioning whether those were the right numbers. They were. Good luck, all. 21 up first, 51 up next. Uh-oh. Man, not hitting the vein there. Okay, here we go. First jersey tonight. Ooh. I think. 3, 2, 1. I'm pretty sure this is a Nordiques jersey. I don't know if there's more than one Nordique, but is that one of those Forsbergs? I think this is a Team Adidas, maybe. Is that Peter Forsberg? 3, 2, 1. It is. This is going to be a cool jersey. We got I think that's Quebec Nordiques, right? I guess I should know since the whole thing's listed, but I don't. Nordiques, and it is Adidas Classic. Good eye, Al. Good eye. What did I say, Philip? Philip with a P? Peter. No idea if I said Philip. Sometimes I do that because I think the P is the PH. Forsberg, that's the first spot. Joseph. Nice hit, Joseph. Adidas Team Classic. I have a Nordiques, but not an Adidas Team Classic. This is a cool jersey. Peter Forsberg. You got your little, I forget what those things are called. Fleur de lis, is that what it is? No, that's not the same thing as, maybe it is, I don't know. Cold streak is over. Adidas Team Classic. Great hit. Team Classics, 1979. And you got the old Quebec Nordiques logo on the front. That's a cool jersey. No fight strap on these Adidas Classics. Box 21, jersey 21. Oh, yeah. 21 was in 21. Too bad I don't do a freebie on the hockey stuff, huh? I don't do enough of those things. Great hit, Joseph. Beautiful jersey. Peter Forsberg. Keep it out for pictures. He surprisingly was not a pictured headliner, right? No, he wasn't. You can. Can I? Are you sure? It is almost time for me to do a free jersey. Maybe at the end of the series, I'll pick a couple from my PC that are choices or something. 51. We're starting with a claim hit. That's what I wanted. Get us one more claim hit. Come on. I believe in us. Should I do the lucky shake like there? Yeah, I'd love if this was McDavid. Love me some McDavid. Did someone at the start say McDavid's in 50 or 51? I say other McDavid 50, 51. Jeff H, this is your time to shine. You said 51. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to lie. I don't recognize it right away. I have a educated guess, and I don't know if his nickname is the Cat. Maybe because of the team. Is this Potvin? Is this Felix Potvin? The Cat. What do they call Vasi? They call Vasi Big Cat? Is that what the Big Cat? He destroyed us the other day, by the way. I'll just shut us out. Is this Felix Potvin? Very cool. I actually they have a couple Felix Potvins that keep going up for sale that have artwork on the numbers, and I want one for my PC, but I haven't got one yet. Very cool. Was Potvin a goalie? My brain tells me he was a goalie. Who had Potvin, though? Felix. He was a goalie. Maple Leafs Fanatics Premium. There he is. So one claim, one random. That goes to the Chelio spot. Jeff H. Jeff Navin. Felix Potvin with the cat inscription. I like that one. So we're going to have a classic home Toronto Maple Leafs jersey here. Beauty hit. So Potvin and Forsberg. 2 retireds. We had 2 currents the other day. Good mixture for us in these East Coast jerseys. I like them. Honor, pride, courage on the neckline. We should have a dangler, a fight strap. Yeah, it's a beautiful one. It's a cool one. Felix. Jeff H, nice hit. I think that ends a little bit of a bad streak for you as well. Although most of us operate on bad streaks. Nice hits, you two. Peter Forsberg and Felix Potvin. So Dennis Potvin was an Islander, right? What position did he play? He was probably at more places than the Islanders, but that's what I know him as. Dennis Potvin, were they brothers, cousins, uncles, stepsisters? What were they? Defense. Okay, you guys want to hear a admission for me? This is going to take me years to learn. I didn't really. We're talking about the best defenders of all time, and 2 names popped up that I would have assumed were not defenders. Not related? Oh, okay. Just a couple Potvins, huh? It's a common name. I hear it all the time. I didn't know Ray Bourque was a defender, and I didn't know Bobby Orr was a defender. Defenseman. What in the world? Both those guys? I do now. Yeah, Nick, I'm learning slowly, okay? There's a lot of information to try to catch up, and 1 year is not enough time for me to learn. I know the names. I know what their signatures look like. I know they're great. I know this and that. I even probably know their numbers. I didn't know the positions. Yeah, I know. Remember, I didn't grow up watching hockey. The first hockey game I watched fully was probably like 1.5 years, 2 years ago. So give me a break, all right? Okay, time for football. Yeah, that's what I didn't understand, because he's like on the scoring leader thing, and then it said he's a defenseman. I'm like, what? Doesn't make any. Wasn't he on that picture that when we were trying? I still have oars here, by the way, that we could try for, but I didn't realize that he was a defenseman, having like top 10, top 5 scoring all time. It's crazy. Doesn't make sense to my limited brain. Okay, can I close the poll? It's still pretty close, so I'll wait until we roll this off and do the other guests. Then we'll close the poll. In Radke, I've got Greg with San Francisco, Vegas. Jonathan R, Detroit, Carolina. Greg, Dallas, Jacksonville. Jonathan R, Philadelphia, Baltimore. Greg, New England, Miami. Brian W, you have Green Bay, Chicago. Tim, you had Denver, Pittsburgh. You sold Joseph, Tennessee as a random, and Doug, Washington as a random. Bill S, you have Minnesota, Chargers, Kansas City, the Jets. Brian W, Giants, and Tampa. Brad, you had Indy, Cleveland, Cincy, the Rams. Jason T, Buffalo, Larry A, New Orleans. That was as a random. Brandon B had Seattle, Arizona, and Doug, Atlanta, Houston. All on one knee, 2 blues, knee out young, and they couldn't really fix anything back then. Jeez. There you go, Larry. So I would say I think I'm ahead of schedule where someone should be with where I started, but that's just a long way to go. Mark, what's up, man? Let's get a box number, and then we'll look at our 2 little things we're doing here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 11. 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, 11. Let's get 1 box number here. Next up, Big Al's 4 boxer, and then we'll do a live fill 3 boxer. We'll do a live rad key, live jerseys. If you want a chance for the Dawkins, it's coming from the Big Al's 4 boxer that's already full, the live fill 3 boxer, and the live fill 2 box jersey. Those are the only ones that are entered into the Dawkins. Chance for Brian for Weapon X. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more roll to 7 is box 1. The only box that I have my sweatshirt hanging over, so it's always the one I have on. Box 1. in there for now. Get box one up here. Okay, we've had several guesses. Forgive me if I've used this player. I don't think I have 7 surgeries on that knee. That's crazy. Okay, good luck on the guesses. I don't know if I saw one or not. I can't remember all the guesses. 3, 2, 1. Chiefs. Now, hold on here a second. I saw some Chiefs guesses. The ones I saw were not right because that man doesn't sign, at least not in the amount of times he should sign. I was going to do a different type of bounty guess for this player, but I figured that would zero it down a little too much, so I didn't do it. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Got something on it. It looks like the kind I can rub right off, though. That's good. Yeah. Jamaal Charles, 5.4 yards per carry. He's the yards per carry GOAT. He's the leading all-time yards per carry rusher in the history of the NFL for running backs. Obviously, Randall Cunningham and Mike Vick and those kind of guys have more. But he is the leader. Where's my little thing that I was on it? Jamaal Charles. I don't think anybody guessed Charles. I saw a few Priest Holmes guesses in there. Please be the kind that can clean off. Yep, there it goes. Look at that. Magic. It's gone. Magic eraser. Beautiful thing. I do have a couple of these, so this is not my PC. It was about to be if it was marked up. But you'll see this at some point, maybe in some games, maybe already in the series. I don't know. We got a nice Jamaal Charles rave with a 5.4 yards per carry GOAT inscription, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's fun. I don't think anybody had Charles. I saw Priest Holmes. I saw a bunch of other guesses that were great guesses. This was a little bit harder. I think if I would have done yards per carry and said top 10, you guys maybe would have guessed it, although it probably would have been a ton of Barry Sanders guesses. Any not on a rave? I think maybe I have one not on a rave. He did a recent signing, so there was some raves. Okay, let's close the poll. It's closer, but I'm going to end it where it's at because there's 32 votes. There's only 19 in here now, or 20, or however many it keeps jumping up and down. Let's end the poll. If anybody got Charles, let me know, but I don't remember seeing any. You guys are going NFC North, NFC West. Right behind was the both AFCs. Another rave coming in this box. I can see that. Love the KC rave. I don't mind it at all. I like the raves, but some don't, and I understand why you don't. I swear you guys, AFC, the one time you guys don't go AFC. Let's see if we can start with NFC here. Okay. Close the poll. We know we're going for NFC North, NFC West. This is no guessing. You're just entered if you join a Big Al. And Jamaal Charles, nobody got right. Wah, wah. Sorry, guys. I thought maybe I'd get one or two. That's usually the goal, is to get a couple of you some credit, but nothing. Read the teams off. Let's rock and roll. Big Al's next, and we'll do a live fill Big Al's after that. Philly Cran's the worst. I like the Eagles raves. There's not really a rave that I don't like. I'm looking around. The yellow ones, ironically, might be my least favorite, but I still love them. I just traded for a Chiefs rave. I just got a Dwayne Bowe rave, and I already had one, but now I have another. Not a Bowe. I had a Chiefs rave. I can't remember who I have on them, but I got a Dwayne Bowe in a trade. I'm keeping that because I love it. I love Dwayne Bowe, and I love the rave. Box one, but I think maybe the yellow ones are my least favorite out of all of them. I mean, it's just the main colors: green, red, blue, purple. And there's 3 or 4 teams that are yellow. I like them all, but it might be my least favorite rave. So is it Commanders, Steelers, Chiefs? Is there any other ones? Oh, mother. I like pulled, this makes it sound like a girl, but I pulled a hangnail on my pinky. It's really sore, and I just all the stuff there. Okay, here we go. Kate Johnson was on that Rave KC. Which Kate Johnson? We had a Caleb, who was the rookie for the Steelers, on the yellow Rave. Mother. Okay, here we go. I traded you. Yeah, wasn't that a Pittsburgh one, not Kansas City? Wasn't it Steelers? The rookie running back. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going Eclipse on this one. You guys can probably see who it is. The team, that is. I'm trying to think who would be on this team. We've got a Giants Eclipse. Eli or Tiki. My brain only allows me to think of Eli. I mean, it could be Lawrence Taylor, but I'm also thinking, Strahan's probably a good guess. I'm also thinking maybe they did some signings with Scat or Dart. Nice Brian W. Is that who had it? Giants. New York Giants, spot 10, Brian W. hitting on that one. Brian, congrats. I'm gonna hope I didn't see the signature. I'm gonna hope for Dart or Scatterby would be cool. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But you knew it. Strahan was probably the best guess along with Eli. That is Strahan. Michael Strahan, blue ink on this one. Some will tell you they prefer white or red. Blue on blue looks nice on this one, though. Kind of turns a little purpley when you change it, but that's nice. Michael Strahan, 92, Beckett certified, going to Brian. Brian, nice hit. I will mention this. This happens frequently, but it came loose. You can just kind of put it back in place. That's only there so you don't try to wear it in a football game. But again, I'd like it to not be broken, but it is. Came loose from the top. Great hit. Strahan. NFC. Is that the division you guys did? Say it is. It's not. You got the conference right. That gives me something to hope for. We're starting on the NFC side. You guys went NFC, but it's the wrong one. That's okay. We can make it up. We can build back. NFC Northwest. Okay, congrats, Brian. Nice hit. Strahan on a it's a dark Strahan. That's a dark Giants lid. Hard to see the ink from that far back. I can see it live, just not on the picture. Okay, time for Big Al's. Let's read off who has who. I think there was a few trades, but I don't think anybody acted on them or traded or sold or bought. So we'll do a live fill right after. It'll be a 3-boxer, so a little cheaper for 32. All those entries will be put into the Brian Dawkins white panel, so will the jersey for Big L's. But let's roll with this first. Bill S., you've got the Arizona combo spot. Jonathan R., Atlanta. Zach B., Baltimore. Tim K., Buffalo. Charlie, you have the Carolina combo. Quentin, Chicago. Brian G., Cincinnati. Bob, Cleveland. Zach, Dallas. Greg, Denver. Vlad, Detroit. Bill S., Green Bay. Joseph, Houston. Brian W., Indy. Robert B., Jacksonville. Greg, Kansas City. Larry K., Vegas. Brian W., Chargers. Jesse, the Rams. I need to get a drink. Where was I? Rams, maybe? Jesse, Rams. Brian G., Dolphins. Bill S., Minnesota. Jason T., New England. Brad, New Orleans. Bill S., Giants. Greg, Philly, Pittsburgh. Both of them. Brett H., San Francisco. Tim, Seattle. Elliott, Tampa Bay. Chad, Washington. My mouth is dry. Pat's for trade and Big Al's. I'll buy Pat's if you want to sell. So they're up for trade. He's offering to buy. I need water, not this. Hold on. Oh, wait. That works for now. You let me know if you want to do it. I'm going to close this and get us some Mingle Balls. Trade only this time, okay? If anyone wants to trade for the Patriots, let Jason know. Black Cage, let's shake it up for the first round tonight. 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beauty. Anybody else like Angels and Airwaves? I do. Okay, 146 is the first number. 146. I liked him in high school, and then it kind of just stuck with me. I like all that stuff. 163. Might be talking to the wrong age group. Well, there's probably a lot of you guys that are my age. 16. Blink-182, Angels and Airwaves, Boxcar Racer. Yes, no, maybe so. 169. Okay. Okay, stay there. Thank you. Last call to trade or sell. Jason has the Pats up if anybody wants to trade for them. If not, we'll just get rolling. We'll open these up. Okay, I'll go grab them, guys. I'll come back and clean up anything that gets offered. Just missing the low number one. Pats. That's your guess. Quadruple, you trying to make 30 other mad people? Could happen. Those are all in order now. 146, 163, 16, 169. This is what my handwriting looks like. Hold on. On the 169 one, that could easily be a 4. 169. Okay. We are good. Okay. Next up will be a live fill 3-boxer. All 30 of those spots will be put into the giveaway for the dock and sold, the next 30, and then the next 20 for the plus the solos. I'll put those in too. That's fine. Okay, let's roll. Good luck, all. Box 16, Series 37, 0 Wonka. I looked earlier today. I did my homework. I think we're down to 7 teams left in the last team standing through 40-something helmets. So we're not going to break a record by any means, but I think we're down to 7. Confirm. Do you concur? Nice. I concur. Do you concur? I concur. Yes, 7. Yep. Okay, thanks. 3, 2, 1. That'd be bad if I was wrong and not guessing because I looked at the actual sheet. So I would hope it's 7. Call us a throwback if you want to. Jets Classic here. I feel like we pulled a few Jets this series. They're in a combo spot, so a little less meaning behind that, but still feels like we've pulled more than a couple. Who had the Jets? Top spot is Arizona Jets. That's going to Bill. Bill S. This one is Schwartz certified. Schwartz on the back. I love this player. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 4th Jets. I thought it was the 3rd. See. Okay. Jets are rumbling. I'm scared to ask how many times Arizona's hit. The other part of the combo. Those of you that have been around for a while know that the combos, I don't want to say they're a cheat code because they're usually teams that not everyone loves. But I don't lessen the amount of hits I put in for the combo. All 32 teams get the spots, so they can hit. Wayne Chrebet, Green Lantern. One of their better receivers in their history. Who is the best receiver in Jets history? Am I missing an obvious one? Are you going to count Eric Decker? No. Brandon Marshall was there too. Is Wayne Chrebet their best receiver? Am I forgetting an obvious one? Once? Okay, well, that helps a little bit. New York. That's AFC East. So 1-1-0-0. Who's the best Jets receiver of all time? Al Toon? Yeah, I guess so. Best Jets wide receiver of all time. Is Chrebet in the top 3? Top 2? Wesley Walker. Santana Moss is a great one. Don Maynard. 11,000. Don Maynard's probably the best. 11,000 yards. Chrebet's 3rd in yards. So Chrebet's right there. It's Slim Pickens. Elliott, yeah, Altoon's 4th in receiving. I don't know in yards. I don't know how long he played or how many touchdowns, but Elliott would know. Where do you put, as a Jets fan, Chrebet in the annals of Jets history for wide receivers? You got him in your top 3? Nice hit, Wayne Chrebet. Go to Bill. Box 146. Jeez, I just made I gotta stop doing that. I mean, I'll never get to the helmet, but still. Series 37. 1 Wonka here. It's Slim Pickens. 2 was good, short career though. Yeah, that's probably why. I wonder if they tested out a few pens on this one when they were doing a signing. Think? Holy moly. I'd like to think that they just have one at the start that they keep testing out on every so only one gets marked up, and this is one of them. That's great. Ooh. Okay. Just thought of a kids show, and I looked at this helmet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And no, I wasn't thinking. I wasn't thinking of Barney. My kids keep watching this show called. Oh, I can't think of his name. Might be Harold and the Purple Crayon, where you like create stuff with his crayon and they come to life. It looks like a purple crayon, as you guys would say. 1 point for Baltimore. Nice visor on this one too. Blackout visor. Baltimore. There goes my last team standing. Is this the first Baltimore hit? I wouldn't have guessed that. Get back to my screen since not best Jets. Baltimore was Zach. Zach B hitting here. Back of certified. Uh-oh. You can see the top of the signature there. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. We've got Mr. Ray Lewis. On a rave. Nice. Back at certified, Ray Lewis, AFC North. There's your division you usually vote for. How do we keep managing to hit every division first but the one you guys pick? That's 1110, and I think you guys are the 0. This is out to get you, I swear. Nice hit, Zach. Cool. Ray Lewis, rave. I like the raves. I feel like we just saw one of those recent. Maybe it was from Fire Factory, Ray Lewis. Okay. Don't know who that is, but thanks for the information. Okay. Number 3. Box 163. Series 37. Oh, hold on. You got Wonka points. And that was Zach with 1 point. It's great information. One 28, 26. Exactly. I'm going to get ahead of that one. I don't know who that is. If it's someone I know and you want to messenger me and tell me that's me, go ahead. I didn't even see what the last one said, but I think I know where that's going. So, okay, got your point, Zach. Ray Lewis, 1-pointer. Jeez, this is bringing warm fuzzies back to the day where I had to scramble the block stuff. Love it. 163, Series 37, 0 Wonka. Name says otherwise. Ooh, that old box. Maybe. Speed Authentic for college. Maybe not. Jeez. Okay, and again with another certain thing. We got a couple trends going on this one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're staying rave, and we got another visor. Back-to-back raves. Zero points, but that's a Denver Broncos Racky certified rave. Who had Denver? Greg. Greg, you had the Broncos. 5,280 feet up there. Mile High Stadium. Racky certified, the black Racky sticker, which I like. A little more aesthetic in my opinion. Let's see what you got here. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, a couple Knicks, or one Knicks guess, one champ guess. It's not. Nice blue ink here. I feel like it's been a little bit since we've seen him. Terrell Davis. TD. That's close to AP. That's a little closer squiggles than APs. TD, number 30. Love that helmet. I don't think I have a TD Rave. I've got a Knicks, and I don't know if I have any other Broncos, but I love that helmet. Terrell Davis, Ray with a nice, I don't know what you call that color, but it turns orange in a certain degree. Pink, yellow, red. Nice helmet. We went 3 straight AFC. Oh, we got one more. Denver was AFC. That's 2 straight AFC North, AFC West, which is usually what you guys go for. Series 29 was the last time. Well, that's. I'll look at my watch. You're kidding me. Usually, I think Greg said he didn't want to send it to you. Gotcha. I'll confirm with Greg, but I'm pretty sure it sounds legit to me so far. That's insane that it's. I would have never guessed that. I would have said maybe Series 34. Because I love Terrell Davis. I wonder if I just. First of all, I don't know how long that's been in there. I doubt it's been in there for 8 series, though. That's kind of crazy. Okay, 169, final box, Series 37, Zero Wonka. I don't know who these. Do I have any college helmets? Like in the series or like in general? Yes and yes. I got the trigger finger ready right here. Let's see the name there. We broke the streak of raves. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. But we went 3 straight visors. I like it. You guys know I like visors. I think they add a little bit of value. They make them look nice. I think you guys like them a lot better than I do. I think they're awesome, but I don't think it makes or breaks the helmet. Some people do. But nice that we've had 3 in a row with some visors. Bengals. Yes, I have college. Is there a follow-up question to that? Mark says Chase, who had the Bengals. I already know who has the Bengals, actually. We were talking about it earlier. Brian G has the Bengals. Random Wednesday Bengals. Oh, that's right. Hopefully Kyle's not watching. Did my Seattle helmet ship? It did. It did, Michael. Do you need me to get you tracking, or were you hoping to put it in the corner? Ocho, Joey B. Let's see what you got, Brian. Said you weren't feeling confident, but 3, 2, 1. One of those guesses is correct. Who said it? Mark said Chase, the very first guess. Man, that's another one where all 4 of those helmets, PC names for me. I know they're not for everyone else, and not for everyone, I should say. But Crabette, I'll wait till I put this down because I got a copy still. As soon as I start reading stuff, that is Chase certified and PSA certified double. Well, Chase hologram PSA. Great hit. Nice hit, Brian. Let me copy this, then we'll do a recap, and then we'll drop the next one here. Are bonita fish big? That's what that felt like to me. Are bonita fish big? Okay, we had Wayne Crabette, the Green Lantern, on a classic, a little bit older jet speed. We had Ray Lewis Rave, Terrell Davis Rave, Jamar Chase STS. Let's do a 3-boxer. There it is. Good luck. Refresh your screen. Top chat, live chat. We'll see who's going where. I love that 4-box. See if we can get a nice 3-boxer to go with it. Top chat, live chat. Does anybody get that reference? Are bonita fish big? Well, yes, Del. They're a trophy fish, so yeah. How do I get all these? I buy them. Step Brothers. Correct. You don't want to know how many helmets I have. Trip with I was just on a trip with the cubes. Mark Cuban. Okay, I'm gonna go up at the top, so if anyone wants to type anything fun and I don't see it, be sure to report it. This is when they used to get me. Zach, San Francisco. Jonathan, New England. I feel like there's a group of people that maybe said today's the day that we go Bug Owl. Just feels that way, but maybe I'm wrong. New England, late. Detroit for Bill B. Gotcha. Buffalo, Bill S. Gotcha. San Francisco's a little behind. Kansas City's a little behind. Elliot. Cincy going to Brant. See, I don't even trust. I'm going to scroll on down. Did you touch my drum set? Because I'm pretty sure you touched my drum set. This house was built in 1945 by General Custard. I suggest you put your name on things like fruit. If not, I will throw it out, or it'll be thrown out by me. Obi, Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay is Dustin. I'll put my nutsack on your drum set. What have you been doing? I've been watching Cops. We both know Cops doesn't air right now. You're sweating. Brad, gotcha in Arizona. Boys going to Joseph, Minnesota. Detroit is gone. Greg, sorry. Dallas is gone. Sorry. Buffalo's gone. Sorry. Seattle going to Nick. I'm scrolling down again just in case. See, who are these people? Trucker Trev, long lost friend. How's it going? Let me know who you are. These ats, I don't know. It might be someone I know. Might not be someone I know. Tampa Bay. I feel like I'm way below. Denver gone. Arizona gone. Boy, I already did all these. What was the last one I typed in? Seattle was the last one. There it is. Indy, Greg, gotcha. Dallas is gone. Kansas City is gone. The Rams are there for you, Greg, gotcha. Giants are there for Elliot. Cleveland, Greg, gotcha. Chargers, Brian. Baltimore, Greg, gotcha. A little bit of goop. San Francisco's gone. Carolina is there for Greg. Falcons. Falcone is what when I read that. I think of Falcone. Carlos T, gotcha. New England is gone. Oh, yeah, Trev from across the street. Played lawn darts back in 2019. Falcons, New England, Pittsburgh. That is, see, I do know Trevor. Trevor, forgive me. I have some names I don't normally see. There are some that are saying some things they shouldn't say. Some that I don't know if they're just trying to set up something. Hopefully you're doing good, man. Everyone's just the same day. It's throwing me off a little bit. I'm glad it's you. Pittsburgh, gone. Stilling Sharp Green Bay fan. Oh, I know who you are. They changed the little @ so now it has your tag instead of your name. So if I haven't seen you in a while, yeah, I haven't seen you. New England, Green, Pittsburgh, step bars. Green Bay is still there. Brad, gotcha. Brad, what nights are you on this weekend? My wife's team made it to finals today. They found out they made it. They went and competed today, and they made it out of their pods. So Saturday night, I'm going to be there for a long time. So I'm trying to figure out if you're on. That might help me. I'll bring some charged earpieces and pretend like I'm watching. Saturday only. Hey, I'll be at that thing Saturday, so give me something to watch. Washington, I think I'm caught up, guys. Please let me know if I missed anything. I'm showing these teams left. Chicago, Houston, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Miami, New Orleans, and Philadelphia. Sorry, I kept going up and down, so if I missed one, please let me know. It's definitely possible. Every one of these entries gets you a spot in the Brian. I know it's not earth-shattering, but it's something fun you can win. Not a Tom Brady. I keep thinking about this. Would you guys be interested if we did do a large winner's choice, but the only item is a Brady, where there's a ton of spots? I mean, they happen all the time. Every and take weeks to fill sometimes. But what if I just got one and someone won one? I mean, you could grab a bunch of spots, you could grab a few spots, make them cheap spots with a bunch of them to claim. But would that be fun to just try it once so someone could walk away with a Brady from the root? I know we pulled Brady from a couple minis and a full size from Gold Rush and stuff, so it wouldn't be our only Brady, but a little bit harder. If you guys want to do something like that, we could do it. It'd just be kind of like a longer filling thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 spots left. Chicago just barely gone, Joseph. Houston, I got Jason. New Orleans, I got Brian. Chicago, I got Brad. So teams left now: Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Miami, Philadelphia. Reeboxer, Fedraki, and some jerseys. Tomorrow we are going to do Fire Factory and Big Al's licensed jerseys. The week after that's a new series. I might have to raise the price on Fire Factory from $34 to $35. I know it's not much. It'll be $1 extra, but they've jumped the price on me twice. I didn't do anything the first time, but this time I think I might have to so that I'm not running it for free, if that makes sense. Don't need one smile. Yeah. Let's do it. 25 for Philly. Unfortunately, no, but I appreciate the offer. I already run these pretty dang close for me. If you guys ever find someone that runs a full-size series cheaper than Brad and I do with the same amount of hits we have, please point me in that direction. I will join it every night. Joseph, Miami. We're down to Jacksonville, Vegas, Philly. I might discount them, but not down to that much. Especially, I mean, Philly's I get it, Philly. I get it, guys. I do. I'm not joking. If you find one, let me know. I've been around for a long time. I've had to raise prices on a few of the third-party stuff every once in a while because I can't. There's nothing I can do about that. Either I don't do it or we do it and we raise the price and we find something different. Kind of everything across the board's going up, and I tried to hold on, and I probably will on most of it, but that one I might have to go up by $1. You want to know why? Because I'm the janitor, I'm the shipping department, I'm the purchaser, I'm the streamer. It's gonna kill me one of these days, but it helps bring the prices down a little bit, at least for you guys when I can. You know who said their dumping day break? If you haven't heard, dumping day break. That's the name of their room, dumping day break. Oh, they're dumping the daybreak. I thought that was coming. Makes sense. Jack of all trades, yeah, or the opposite of that. Might be that I'm struggling on all of them. Okay, Jacksonville, Vegas, Philly, we'll discount them, but to 29 on each of those. I'm going to read off who has who while we're waiting for these to fill. I will also roll bingo balls and we'll grab boxes, but looks like we're going to get there anyways. Bill got you with Philly, Zach B, Vegas. Thank you guys. Just the Jaguars left at 29. And we're full. Brad, you got the Arizona Jacks. See, I still say it. Arizona Jets combo. I even typed it earlier. Did you guys catch that? I fixed it, but Arizona Jets. Carlos, Atlanta. Greg, Baltimore. Bill S, Buffalo. Greg E, Carolina, Tennessee. Brad Chicago, Brant Cincy, Greg Cleveland, Joseph Dallas, Brian Denver, Bill B Detroit, Brad Green Bay, Jason T Houston, Greg Indy, Jacksonville is open, Greg Kansas City, Zach B Vegas, Brian W Chargers, Greg the Rams, Joseph the Dolphins, Zach B Minnesota, Jonathan R New England, Brian New Orleans, Elliott the Giants, Bill B Philly, OB Pittsburgh, Zach B San Francisco, Nick Seattle, Dustin Tampa, and Bill S Washington. I'll leave this up while claiming Jacksonville, but let's get some bingo balls. Ragkey's up next. Big Al's licensed after that. We'll probably end on those two. That's my guess. Don't need to shake, so let's get 3, right? Yes. Favorite noise in the whole world. You guys ever feel like you have a dream from the time you go to sleep till the time you wake up? Like, usually my dreams are short. Last night, I felt like I had a dream, like a 6-hour dream. That's what it felt like to me. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know how to describe it, but it felt like an entire night dream. I woke up, didn't know where I was or who I had killed in my dream or who I fought off. I was in the ocean for part of it. I was in a skyscraper for another part of it, probably because I watched that Free Solo dude do the skyscraper. Very vivid dream. Someone got shot. I tried to kill someone. It was a dream. 6. But it felt like a lengthy dream instead of just a little short one. It's like a triple-headed movie. 197. I know the majority of you guys are muted, so you just hear me, you just see my hands rambling. But anybody have a long dream? 197 was that number. I showed it to you. Hopefully you saw it. 54 is this number. I don't remember if I read it off or not. No, just me? All right. Keep getting people tagging me or messaging me or something. Okay, last team is Jacksonville, guys. We'll hang out for a second. I'll grab the boxes here in just a minute. Yeah, literally, Mark. I don't remember the last time I felt like that, where it just felt like it was like a lengthy dream. You know what I mean? I had a dream just went to Super Bowl, so I bought a few. Ended up being a nightmare. Yeah, that happens. Trust me, I've bought a ton of stuff where like I'm buying it for the series or for something, and then I either realized afterwards that they'd been traded like the week before, or by the time it gets here, they're gone. And I'm like, oh, I can't use that the way I wanted to use it. So, bleh. Okay, Jacksonville left. I'm going to grab those boxes though. 6, 197, and 54. Yep. All right, guys. Jacksonville, last team left at 29, and we're ready to roll. Jaguars. I told Larry, I don't even know if Larry's still here. I told Larry I'd show him the jerseys. Larry K, are you still here? You. I said I was going to show you the jerseys, and I forgot. So we do a licensed jersey series. This goes for anyone that is wondering, but we do it every night. Nikes, Adidas, Mitchell & Ness, Fanatics, CCM, Cooper Collection, Majestic. Sure, I'm missing one or two styles, but Jordan, claim a player style. That's how it works. There's a checklist on the Facebook page. Pictures of every jersey as well. So if you're into different styles and want to see if it's a style you like, they're up there as well. I'll show them tonight if we need a couple more claims. But that's what's up in 2 breaks. Next break is Raggy, so don't claim jerseys next. But I totally forgot to show them. Is this correct? No, it's not. Oh, mama. Did we go 3 straight? AFC North, AFC West, we did. That's a sucker punch, too, because I even called that and said that's the time it's going to hit. And you guys can blame me. I keep gaslighting you to go to the NFC side. Whoops. Okay, Jacksonville, last team left. I'll type it in here again. We'll hang out here for a second. Hey, how about my Mammoth taking down Florida Panthers? They started Bob. We didn't even start our. We started Vanacek. He played good though. 4-3 on the road. I thought we were going to go 0-4 against these 4 hard games we have in a row, but I think Carolina's next tomorrow. Okay, let's see if we can not stall out on the final team. Jacksonville, last team left. I'm trying to think of names that I don't think we've hit their rookie double-sided player. I think we did hit Lawrence, right? But you gotta just use your imagination on who's still probably available for the Jaguars. This is one train of thought I had as well, guys. Man, this has been used a few times, hasn't it? Time to retire. That's a 4-pointer, by the way. A lot of times what I'll do, for those wondering, if you guys don't care if I hold it from the Monday to the Wednesday break, if you win more than one helmet, I'll combine it into a double or triple or quadruple box, and then the helmets shells go back and the boxes and I use them again. That's why there's multiple things to tape. Or I save them and I use a box that was shipped to me that has decent padding still. So we'll take Jacks if needed. They are still left. If you want to wait to see if someone else wants them, Zach, you can. Just let me know if you want to pull the trigger or not. There's no huge rush. I just don't like making you guys wait. So it is the last team. The other 29 have been claimed up. Oh, but what I was saying was there's a possibility in the near future that we move to 3 combo spots, which would make 29 claims. Obviously, it would make the price go up by $1 or $2 for each spot. I said I haven't raised prices. The only thing I've done is whatever. So it'd be more per spot, but it would still be the same total amount coming in for the most part. But that's an option we might do, because obviously it seems like there's always 1 or 2 that don't get put in combos that are still a little bit harder to pick up. So we might do that and have 3 combos with 29 total spots in the future. Zach, gotcha. Appreciate you. So 29 on that one. I think I put asterisks on the other 2, right? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Zach, you took 2 of those 3. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's roll. Box 6, 54, 197, 6, 197, and 54. Check, check, check. Boats and hose. Check, check. We put liquid glue on a B. It died. Box 4, 4 Wonka, box 6. Pretty close still. 4 Wonka, box 6. 4-pointer going to 3, 2, 1. We got an Eclipse. Second Eclipse of the night. One from Racky, one from Big Al's. And that is the Super Bowl team, Seahawks. Seattle in this one was Nick F. Hitting the Seahawks. Hey, this is, I want to say next man up mentality because he was always the guy, but then Charbonnet kind of took over, but now this is what they've got. And he played good the other day. Ken Walker is correct. Thomas guessed Walker. JSN's a great guess. Dustin's always guessing the guys he would really want to hit when he doesn't have them because he's used to heartbreak on that stuff. Nick, nice hit. Kenneth Walker, we haven't seen him a little bit. Not a guy I put in a ton, but it was time to get a nice Ken Walker in there, and what a better time than now, I guess. Although I think he was put in before this series. I've not seen a Charbonnet helmet, and if I have, I've just forgot. I said that was 4 points. Let me do that really quick. Nick F. Kenneth Walker. Nick F. 4, 1, 28, 6. Back over here. NFC West. That's you guys, isn't it? I can't go far enough, but it was the last one without a squad numbers. I think you guys are down 2 now. You got one. Kenneth Walker, 1113, I'm pretty sure. Nice hit, Nick. Okay, box 54. Brian Urlacher, inbound. If it is, sorry. Just comes to my head. Box 37. Sorry or congrats if you got Chicago. Not sorry. We got the inverse of the first helmet. It happens, and it happened there. I guess I never realized that it has the exact same color logo. I thought that the logos were switched too, but it's just different base. We're going back-to-back Seattle, guys. Congrats to the winner, which we know is Nick. Sorry to those that have to watch 2 of the same team come out and hope for not a third. That's the whole point of the bingo ball system, is that you always got a shot to do some fun things. Back-to-back Seahawks. Sheesh. Now you're going JSN. I already know. Nick had Seattle. Nick, congrats. Double up for you. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. You remember the night we pulled a couple of his, and I started thinking, well, he could be on his other teams. He was in there, just didn't come out the same night. We had a possibility to pull 3 Warren Moons on the same night. Hall of Fame 06 Warren Moon Lunar Eclipse. I feel like we're seeing less and less lunars, and maybe I just gravitate away from buying lunars. I like this lunar. I tend to not like lunars as much as other styles, but that one's nice. Nick, congrats. Back-to-back is fun. I would say everyone deserves to get it. Let's see if you can go 3 for 3. I'll say now if a third one hits, which is possible. I don't think they've hit enough times to even worry about not being able to hit, obviously. If it happens, I'll throw a 4th box in there because it's just part of the territory, I suppose. Might as well be a clean sweep. You know, I don't know that we've ever had a 3 for 3 on a 3 box unless I'm just not thinking straight. But if it happens, I'll throw a 4th helmet on there. 197. I mean, that's good for you guys, though. That's for the overall bounty. Now you're 2. You're just 1 behind. 197, Series 37, 0 Wonka. Yeah, congrats, Nick. Can he go 3 for 3? I couldn't tell what style this was for a second. It was one of 2 styles. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I thought maybe it was a Rave, but the Rave color is pretty close to the top of their normal helmet. It's not a Rave, it's Classic Speed Bikes. I think there's a few classics. I didn't see the signature on this one. Still don't. Good luck. Minnesota was Zach B hitting on this one. I said zero Wonka, right? NFC North. You guys just tied up on the 3-boxer. You were down 3-0 when you went 1, 2, 3 from your division to tie it up. Holy moly. That's kind of crazy. Okay, Zach, let's see what you got here. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I knew I had a couple classics. I wasn't thinking of his, to be honest with you. I know there's a couple. Well, I know there's one. We got 9. His alter ego, I guess. People make fun of that. I'm still rooting for him. I know he's on the enemy team, but I want to see him do well. I think it benefits the whole sport if he does decent. Back at certified, that is J.J. McCarthy, or another name, 9. What was that? Zach, nice hit. Maybe he'll be the one, yeah. Okay, congrats, winners. We had Kenneth Walker, Warren Moon, double up there, and J.J. McCarthy. Let's do a Radke box here. Second one of the night. See if we can pull something fun from this one. Oh boy. Way 7:45. Way too early to be yawning. Okay, spot one. Let me flush it one time just to make sure here. Top chat, live chat. Spot one stayed the same. Greg, San Fran. 2, Tampa Bay. For Nick with a random up. 3rd, San Francisco's gone, but I got you with Dallas, Bill. 4, Dallas is just gone, Jason. Detroit is number 4, I guess, still, sorry. Green Bay is number 5 for Brian. Elliott, San Francisco's gone. Sorry, Dallas is gone, Greg. Tampa Bay's gone, Dustin. Sorry, guys. Cleveland is number 6. You might be close. There might be a couple left. No harm in trying if you think you can get one at the end. That's not Dustin. I just read Dustin's name above, but it's Brad. New England is number 7. Buffalo is number 8. Detroit is gone. I got you on the first 2, Greg. Indy is number 9 for Brad. Minnesota is number 10 for Zach. Number 11 is Atlanta for Carlos. Tampa Bay's gone. Detroit's gone. Chicago is number 12 for Joseph. Typing too fast. So probably a few spots left. 12. 13 is Philly. For Bob, got you, Bob. Radke is NFC North too. You think so? That would give you guys the lead. That would be great. You don't want, I mean, you could have one of the other ones set, but you don't want AFC North, AFC West here, unless that's your team. I'd rather hit a helmet than win the bounty. I know that. Steelers, I think I got Philly. Steelers is next, 14 for Obi with a random up. That's not the first, though. That's the second. Kansas City is number 15 for Elliott. Cincy is number 16 for Brent. Okay, we are closed besides 2 solos. Nick has the first solo. Obi has the second solo. Randoms, whatever you want to call them. Either for a second until those ones get snatched up. You'll get whatever gets assigned on the second half over here. Jason will grab the first one from Nick. Got you, Jason. Got a headache all of a sudden. I'm going to grab my water now while we're waiting. So Obi's got 1 random up for 18. Let me grab my water bottle. Someone's been drinking my water. It was full when I put it in there. That's half full. There's one culprit. My mini-me. I'm pulling Adrian Peterson tonight. I went too far. I'm sorry. Okay. One more random left. I'm going to start copying these, but Obi's got one random up. If it doesn't get claimed here, Obi, we'll see who you get, and you can still sell once you see who it is. But I'll give it 30 more seconds, and I don't need to because Dustin says I'll take the random. Okay. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Jason. Randoms have been claimed. Let's run some randoms on the other side here and get our teams through 7 rolls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. New Orleans on top, Houston on bottom. Reminder, guys, licensed jerseys up next, so I'm going to copy and paste now before I forget. We might be giving away 2 items tonight if you guys can take the lead and stay on top. Football will be given away at the end no matter what. These names, and whoever gets claimed over here, we'll do those. Let's get a box number. Well, let's read the names first. Greg, San Fran, New Orleans. Nick, Tampa, you gave your random to Jason. That's Carolina. Bill S., Dallas, Giants. Jonathan R., Detroit, Washington. Brian W., Green Bay, Tennessee. Brad, Cleveland, Baltimore. Greg, New England, Vegas, Buffalo, and Jacksonville. Brad, Indy, Seattle. Zach B., Minnesota Jets. Carlos, Atlanta, and the Chargers. Joseph, Chicago, Arizona. Bob, Philly, Denver. Obi, Pittsburgh, Dustin, the Rams. Elliott, Kansas City, Miami. And Brant, you have Cincy and Houston. Let's now go grab a box. If you guys are messaging me, I'll look at it after. Hard for me to multitask sometimes. See, it's probably not you guys, but I see a bunch of messengers popping up, which is a daily thing. Sometimes I'm fast, sometimes I'm slow. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 2. We did 1. Now we're doing 2. Stop sharing, please. Go back over here. Teams have been read. Box 2 staring at us here. See if we can get something fun. And we'll move on to some licensed jerseys here at the end and do at least 1 giveaway, maybe 2. Box 2. It's got a partial hole on the side there, just not enough saran wrap, whatever they use. Okay, good luck, all. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Kind of the theme of the night here. That is, I guess, not a theme. It's our 3rd one, but 3rd different color of it. I gotta guess who this might be. I've seen a ton of new stuff from them. I'd love it if it was. Could also be one of the usual subjects. I know, Jonathan, you were after him. The Pats. I talked about the Pats a lot tonight, too, and the randoms and trades and everything else. That is my guess, Jonathan, but it could easily be one of the other guys, too. Who had New England? Spot 7, Greg getting a Rave Authentic for the Pats. I'd love to see Jules here. My third cousin. 3, 2, 1. Well, your third cousin knew this time. Thought that was a mark, but it wasn't. It's kind of a skinnier signature from him. I love this helmet, though. Jules, Julian Edelman. I saw somebody the other day in a different room lining an 8x10 Julian Edelman for $400 and it filled. And I'm thinking, you guys are overpaying for that. Don't join that. It's a cool photo, though. It was the one where he caught the ball on the ground in the Super Bowl. So it's a cool photo. I'd feel weird lining that at $400, though. JSA. Jules Edelman. Julian Edelman. Greg, great hit. A little bit of... Oh, that's gone too. See how I don't use my fingerprints like everyone else that palms the helmets? Drives me nuts. Edelman, congrats, great hit. Moving the Dawkins over there. Okay, let's end the night with a licensed jersey series. There it is. See if we can get something cool to come out here. Okay. Top chat, live chat. Let's refresh and see where we're at. Okay, I've got Urlacher on the top spot. Brian wasn't paying attention. NFC East doesn't hurt you. Or AFC East, sorry, that's what I meant, but I said NFC. You're still not at a tie here. If we tie, we'll do a full size on Monday, but I want to see you guys win. Just win, gosh dang it. 01 is Urlacher for Larry V. 02 is Rice. Jerry's eating rice for Greg. 03 is Ken Griffey. I wonder if his real name is Kenneth. Jason's got Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl, number 4, with some randoms up. If anybody wants to buy a random for 10, you know where to grab. Larry Bird is spot 5. Bird for Mark. Spot 6, Brett Draisaitl gone. I think any other day that probably doesn't get claimed that early, but it did today. Spot 6, Garrett Wilson. 4, Elliott. 07 is Dan Marino for Greg. 08 is Walt Frazier for Craig. Frazier. 09 is Stammer? Yes. For Brian. Spot 10 is JSN for Michael. Spot 11 is SGA for Zach. Spot 12 is Horace Grant for Larry. Spot 13 is Chucky. I just watched a Chucky, not Chucky, the doll, but John Gruden was interviewing an old Packers center, was asking him play calls and stuff. Gruden loves football, every part of it. 14, maybe not every part, but he's a football guy. Brian got you Patty Kane. Randoms up, got you. 15 is Yunt for Bill. So it looks like we're 4 away. Brett, I've got you with Aginla. Jerome. 4 away on this one. I will show pictures here in a second if needed. Let's make sure that's, looks like 8 and 8. There's 8. There's 8. Dustin going with Mike Evans. Spot 17 for Dustin. I'll start showing some pictures. Giannis before he's traded. That seems so weird. It's just all kind of falling apart, huh? And he was MVP. You won him a championship. What kind of stuff bugs me. I don't know a ton about it, but I keep seeing headlines about it. 2 spots left to close us. All right, let's head over and show some pictures. Just in case reminds anyone of a jersey that they've been after. Okay, I'll only read off names that haven't been claimed. I'll stop if the last 2 get claimed. So Lindros, DeGrom and Henry, a couple new additions. Durant and McCutchen. Matthews and Pittman, both gone. You're asking for a lot here. I'm sure they probably are. John Starks, Jordan Love, Bam Adebayo. You kind of have to. Giannis is up there. Both gone. I put 2 red jerseys together. I usually try to avoid that, but there we are. John Carlson, Caulfield and Chipper. Anze Kopitar and Dwight Howard. Steve Smith and Bucky Dent. Brock Bowers. Jose Canseco. Roman Yossi. Dominic Hasek. Rod Woodson. Zegras and Kurt Warner. Nathan McKinnon, Alshon Jeffrey, Jake Gensel, Andre Dawson, Hideki Matsui, and Ilya Sorokin. Wilkins, Carter, Mikko Rantanen, Eddie George already hit. What was the other one that hit? SG's gone. Grant Fuhr, Laporta hit. Yunt is gone, so nothing from that one. Fedorov, Donovan Mitchell, and Sam Reinhart. Nico Collins, Justin Herbert, Chris Webber, Max Crosby, Jeff Bagwell, Carmelo, Jerome Bettis. That's all of them. So 2 spots will close us here. Zegras, gotcha. Number 19 for Brian. 1 spot left to close us. Then we'll run some randoms. Final spot, and then we'll get some randoms. There'll be 2 solos at the end. Oh boy. Move these over. We're 1 away here. Okay, 1 will close us. Tagged you, was live, tagged you. Okay, 1 final spot, and then we roll. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Some fun stuff tonight. Got a lot of colors. Only color I'm missing is yellow, I think. Orange, red, purple, green, blue. Have an eclipse. We got a white helmet. Yellow. Yellow. Closed. Greg's grabbing SSS, the triple S. No one calls him that, but I just did. Who is the Jaren Jackson Jr. in the NBA? Triple J. Gotcha, Greg. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good luck. Good luck to everyone. Let's do 42 names 7 times. Let me make sure I didn't get the line next to someone that claimed. Okay. Final 2 on the 7th roll will be 10. I keep missing it. $10 solos. As soon as you see them, you can claim them. 1 per comment, please. 3. There's 4. There's 5. 7 times what we're doing. There's 6. And our solos are Jeff Bagwell, Jose Canseco. 2 MLB randoms. What are the odds? We only had, I guess there's still like 9 left. Canseco, Bagwell, gone. Okay. Bill B, I was going to ask you. I always solo you out. Sorry, I'm not trying to do that, but I saw the trade post and I saw someone comment Lamar Jackson. Did they show you a picture of that? I'm always in the wings, making sure people don't go to rip you off. If they did, I'd love to see it. He didn't send it to you yet? He probably offered it and thought, I don't want to do that. Bill B. Canseco, Bagwell went to Nick F. It was just the last 2. Bags behind Bowers would have been 1 if it was 4, but just the 2 tonight since it's Wednesday night. You have to let me know if he sends you a picture, Bill. I'll look at that. There's just not a lot rolling around. It's really hard to get them. Really expensive. So that'd be a great trade if they would do it. If you like them. Obviously, you got to like the stuff too. But okay. I'll read off the purchases or sales, offers, whatever it is, after I read the lines. Larry V, you have Urlacher, Durant, Woodson, Greg, Rice, Caulfield, and Gensel, Bill S, Griffey, Lindros, and Dent, Jason T, Draisaitl, Collins, and Warner. Mark, you have Bird, Fuhr, and Matsui, Elliott, Garrett Wilson, Dwight Howard, Kopitar, so I'm slowing down, Greg, Marino, Wilkins, Dawson, forgot where I was for a second, Craig, Frazier, Bettis, McKinnon, Bryan, Stamkos, Pittman, and Carter. Michael B, you had JSN, Chris Webber, Derrick Henry, Zach B, SGA, Jordan Love, Austin Matthews, Larry V, you had Horace Grant, Donovan Mitchell, Andrew McCutchen, Greg, Gruden, Chipper, and Jeffrey, Brian W, Kane, Crosby, you had Reinhardt, Bill S, Yunt, DeGrom, and Carlson, Brett G, Aginla, Rantanen, Malone, Dustin Evans, Fedorov, and Sorokin, Zach B, Giannis, Hasek, and Starks, Brian W, Zegras, Herbert, Bowers, and Greg, Steve Smith, Sr., Adebayo, Josie. No discounted spots. Bill B had Canseco, Nick, you had Bagwell. Okay, let me see. McKinnon for sale, Craig? Did Craig answer? Don't see an answer yet, I don't think. Craig, if you want to sell Nathan McKinnon, Nick is asking. Larry V, I'll buy Woodson from you. Durant, Woodson, Mitchell for sale. So you're buying Woodson from Larry V. Going to Greg. Warner and Collins for trade. Kopitar for sale, Elliott? Sure, Nick. Okay. Where was I? Durant, Woodson, Mitchell, McCutchen. Durant, Mitchell, McCutchen. $10 solos. Jason, I'll buy Warner from you. Looking to trade first. Okay. Sure, Nick. Sure, yours, Greg. Good luck. Thanks, Elliot. Good luck. Perfect. Looking to trade. Buy Durant. Durant's up, and it's bought. Going to Bill, right? Bill S. I'd buy Reinhardt or Fedorov. I read Reinhardt. Brian has Reinhardt, and Fedorov was Dustin. Both randoms up for trade, says Dustin. If you want to sell Fedorov, Dustin, let us know. And it was Brett that said he'd buy. You're keeping Reinhardt, Brian. Okay. Weber for trade if anyone wants to trade. Michael has Chris Weber up. I love that Weber jersey. Here's Bill. Good luck. Thanks, Larry. Good luck to you too. Collins for Weber. Nico Collins for Chris Weber. Who had Collins? Jason T has Collins. Jason, do you want to sell or do you want to trade? Oh, no basketball. You said it right after. Sorry. Both randoms up for trade. Couple hockey up for trade. Dustin want to trade either for Fedorov, Collins, or Warner for Fedorov. Is your offer, Dustin? Or if you want to sell Fedorov, Brett's asking. I think I'm caught up for now. There are a bunch that are available. Collins, Warner, Weber, Mitchell, McCutchen, Fedorov, and Sorokin. Trade for Warner. So Warner for Fedorov. Okay. This is Warner. Trade. Okay. Gotcha. You can judge me. I don't know who Fedorov is. Hey, that's like me with a bunch of baseball guys. And they were making fun of me for not knowing that Bobby Orr was a defender. I know now. I'll never forget, but I didn't know. What about Sorokin? He said Sorokin's up for trade. Are you offering Collins for Sorokin? Dustin, if you want to trade Sorokin for Collins, that's another trade offer. Buy Starks up for sale, says Jonathan. I'm looking for Jonathan. That's not what I'm doing. I'm looking for Starks. Zach B has Starks. Zach B, if you want to sell John Starks to Jonathan, let him know. And that's a sure for the trade, okay? Collins for Sorokin. So let us know, Zach, if you want to sell Starks. And then Josie or Yossi. Where is Yossi? I'm blind. It's probably right in front of me. Greg has Roman Yossi. Greg, if you want to sell Yossi, let me know. Zach says, sure, sell Starks. Perfect. Going to Jonathan S. Okay, so I'm showing Chris Weber, Donovan Mitchell, and McCutchen up. Greg's going to keep Yossi, no problem. Think the rest have responded. Good luck, John. Gotcha. Ryan W. Buy Bowers from you. You want to sell Brock Bowers, Brian? Let Greg know. And then we're going to roll here soon. Weber, Mitchell, McCutchen. Says no thank you. Okay. Keeping Yossi, keeping Bowers. You guys can keep talking. I'll leave the screen up for now. Weber, Mitchell, McCutchen are up for sale. If Craig's here, you want to sell McKinnon. That's right. We didn't hear. Craig, if you're here, you want to sell McKinnon, let Nick know. Greg, do you want to sell Chipper? If you want to sell Chipper Jones, Greg, let him know. I'm going to roll the bingo balls. We can finish responding to that stuff. Two boxer. Trade him for Warner. Craig's going to keep. Is that who has Warner? It is. Dustin, if you want to trade Warner for Chipper Jones, he'll trade instead of selling. It'd be a double trade. It's good to know. I don't know. It's like if people just don't have like something better to do, like come into a room with 15 people. I mean, like it makes me wonder, like what their weeknights look like. Warner for Chipper. Okay, perfect. He's not gave it. $20 is $20. It's true. I don't know, man. it's like, all right, it's Wednesday night. Let's go find. It's probably someone that maybe knows me. I don't know. Just crazy. Okay, I have no idea if I shake these up. Let's shake it up. And this will be a 2-boxer. Looking like we have Weber, Mitchell, and McCutchen still available. 1, 2. Keep the screen up until I come back, just so you guys can. Still some trade offers, still some up for sale. First number is 179, 179. We just did 197 in helmets. I'll put them right underneath it. 179 and 24. Make sure I'm not missing anything else. I don't think I am. So a few that traded I unhighlighted. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 sold. And then a bunch of different trades, 3 available. I'll come back and mention them one more time. Let me grab 179 and 24. Too many messes down here to clean up. Watch water come out. Well, we talk about stuff. Okay, last call on Weber, Mitchell, and McCutchen. Kind of went into autopilot there. Did I grab 179.24? I did. Got my son down there shooting hoops on his little basketball hoop down here. My brain went to mush walking around there. Keeping all, okay. Let's roll. I don't see anyone grabbing Weber, Mitchell, Weber, or McCutchen. Lots of so we'll undo those. Okay, let's close this off. See what we got. Good luck, all. 24, 179. We'll do 24 first. Ooh. Someone is going to be sad about this one. I don't think they joined tonight. So I don't know where it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. See those 3 colors like that? I know who that is. And now I'm trying to remember if this is his current number or if this is his old number. I think it's his old number. I can't even think of what his new number is. This one gets claimed every Thursday, and it's not going to be there tomorrow to get claimed. Sad. Fanatic certified. Great hit here. That is Cole Caulfield. I keep seeing all these things. The number 1 and the number 2 highest scoring Americans in the NHL did not get asked to play for the Olympic team. Jason Robertson from the Stars and Cole Caulfield for the Canadiens, both left off Team USA. That's a great hit. Cole Caulfield. I want to say that I hit that one, but I already had the exact same jersey, so it came to the series. Usually claimed on Thursdays, maybe sometimes on the weekend, but not tonight. That was a random. It's up towards the top. Greg, you had Jerry Rice. You got Cole Caulfield as a random. Beautiful hit here. I know hockey's not your thing, your main thing. This is a fun one. Cole Caulfield, usually claimed, goes as a random tonight. Fanatic certified. Canadiens, don't tell Daryl. Poor Daryl. He's been after him for a while. Fight strap there. Great hit. Beauty. I always like to read what's in there. Nos bras matriz vos tendent le flambeau. All I see is no bras, but I don't know what that means. French. You need to get the French out of your mouth. What's that from? That's from Talladega Nights. We're in America. See? You get the French out of your mouth. I don't know what it means. You guys probably don't. Usually it's les habitantes, the Habs, but I don't know what that one means. Great hit. Cole Caulfield. Not a cheap hockey jersey these days, so that's a fun one. These the big, thick hockey ones are a little too small, a little too big for my little bags that I buy to put broken bag stuff in, but it'll do. Okay, you guys need an NFC North, NFC West here to break the tie. You're still tied, so hope you don't lose here. Tie will get you a full-size chance. But if it's NFC North, NFC West, which there are some in here, we'll do a giveaway tonight for that. If not, we'll do the Dawkins right after this. 179. Trying to think. NFC North, NFC West. I can see like JSN would be NFC West. I don't think we have any Packers right now, do we? Oh, we do. We got Jordan Love. No Vikings, though. Okay. Well, you don't have to worry about that one's. I know that color scheme. Don't have to worry about losing or winning. You're going to tie, so we'll do a full size. This is not football. Man, 2 commonly claimed hits coming out on the same night. Might be the biggest jersey in the series. I mean, there's a bunch of fun ones, but this one's pretty dang big. He's been in for more than a little, but not as long as some of these really long ones. Good grief. TriStar certified. That is Ken Griffey Jr. It's a big enough name that he gets claimed in every third-party product we have. That's the kid. Holy moly. Obviously, he went claimed, but who had him? Keeps flopping around. Number 3, Bill S. Bill had Griffey this time around. I feel like that one's... I think you've been after him for a while, Bill, but I feel like other people claim him too. For good reason, obviously. Schmoly. 2 great hits. Cole Caulfield and Ken Griffey. Just looking at another can the other day, it went way over what I wanted to pay. I was hopeful I could snag it for cheaper. But it went much higher. do my best to find as biggest names I can. I'll go above my budget a lot of times, but sometimes it's double my budget, you know. Nike, Seattle Mariners. This has got to be an alternate. I don't really know if I know what kind, but it's cream colored. Great jersey. Ken Griffey Jr., Seattle Mariners, going to Bill. Bill, nice hit. No win, no loss. You tied, so on Monday we'll go for a full size. We'll probably try for the Chris Olave amp again. Maybe I'll spice it up and do something different. Just got to hit one of these giveaways so we can refresh stuff and do something different. I don't really want to change until something hits, so might as well replace it with a Trout. Trout would be so fun. I mean, you can go look right now at Trout, and you'll find a bunch that are affordable, but they're all fake. So you got to find a legit one. That goes for any of the big guys. You can find stuff like if you see a Mahomes jersey sitting at $100 and it's going to go up to $300 before it ends, it's fake. That's not a real Mahomes jersey. I've got an eye for it. Not everyone does, but Muller High School Zone. Who? Ken? Where did Ken Griffey come up? Like I said, I don't know a lot about baseball. I for sure know who Ken Griffey Jr. is. That's for sure. I'm pulling up his Wikipedia here. Yes, Nick, for sure. He has so many like awards that it doesn't even say his high school on here on the front part where it normally says it for other people. He grew up around you, Kyle? His page is so long. He went to Mar High in Cincy. That's cool. Yeah, I guess he's a Cincy kid, huh? Played for Cincy later in the career, right? Not earlier. All right, guys, let's do a recap, and then we'll throw all the names from Big Al's into a list, and someone will win the Brian Dawkins ball as well. Any interest for the in Caulfield for either of those Seahawks, Greg? It's a trade offer for you, Greg. If you want to trade the Caulfield jersey for either Warren Moon or Kenneth Walker, it's an offer on the plate for you. There was another jersey offer you had, Nick, but I don't know if anyone responded to it. It was for a different one. I can't remember who it was, though. I thought it was a good trade, too. Okay, recap. Non-Big Al stuff. Tonight we had Barry Larkin. Started off with a bang with Barry Larkin. Our jerseys were Felix Potvin and Peter Forsberg. Another bang there from those. We did basketball was Chris Mullen. Awesome ball as well. Helmets from Rec. You were fun. Michael Strahan and Jules Edelman. The rest is Big Al stuff. We had Cole Caulfield and Ken Griffey finally showing his face. I'll replace it with something. It's not going to be a Griffey type name tomorrow for baseball. I'll probably put something in for baseball, but I don't have a huge name like Griffey available right now. But I'll put something else big in. And then the rest is Big Al's. Warren Moon, Kenneth Walker, our two Seahawks. We had J.J. McCarthy. We had Jamar Chase. We had Ray Lewis, Terrell Davis, Wayne Corbett. That's all 7 of them. That's everything. Let's do the giveaway really quick here. Keep the Caulfield. Thanks, though. No problem. Ran into him getting sushi on my birthday in Orlando. Did you really? His dad was on the Big Red Machine. Didn't they play together in Cincy? Or they played together somewhere for a little bit. I don't know where, but I know a little bit. That's a big time hit in Seattle. Okay. Okay, I said we're going to do the Big Al's items is what's going to give us the freebie. So let's paste that. Let's copy this and paste that. And we're going to copy these. Now we're going to do this, the Greg, Nick, Bill, Jonathan. Okay. We're going to put all these in. Hold on. Was there? No, I guess you didn't do any randoms on these. Big Al's. So never mind. Racky, yes. Other stuff, rest, not these. Okay, you guys are all entered in. If it had been the bounty, obviously every name, baseball, basketball, hockey, everything would have been entered in, but this is predetermined for the Brian Dawkins white panel ball. So whoever hits this on the 7th roll top spot will get Dawkins. Should be how many spots? 30, 60, 82, 86. 86. 7 times. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Top spot is Greg. Greg E. Bill B. right behind Nick close, Larry V. close, Brad, Craig, Jason T., Larry K., Tim K., Bill S. Greg taking home the Brian Dawkins white panel Eagles football. Greg, congrats, and I'll show that it was 7 times. It was. Used to live in where Shaq has a Hugh Mansion. Really. Best to ever do it. Okay. Yeah, of course. Congrats. Thanks for joining today, guys. I know we generally doesn't really take a giveaway to get people to join the stuff, and I appreciate that, but it's fun to do giveaways on the side when we can. We haven't done a ton because the bounties haven't been hitting, so I'll try to maybe up some of that a different way, but I want you guys to hit the bounty as well. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Congrats to those that hit. There's some big items on all fronts today, so if you hit one of those, congrats. If you hit anything, congrats. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Hopefully it changes, like I always say. Look tomorrow for Fire Factory and licensed jersey. I'll add 4 new jerseys in, hopefully a couple of really fun ones. And yeah, if we can break Friday, great. If we can't, Saturday I'll try to do it in between daughter's basketball and my wife's state competition. So I'll ask you guys to cheer her on again in one of these posts. She's excited, so we'll see. Anyways, see you guys tomorrow if you're around to claim some stuff for the weekend stuff, and we'll see you Friday or Saturday for the break. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your week.